I think of these diet drinks particularly as a way of ultra-processing water. So you can't make much money from water. You can make a remarkable amount if you put it in a fancy pack, but it's people will only drink water to thirst, really. If you put phosphoric acid, flavorings, caffeine, and sweeteners in that water and you carbonate it and then you sell it in an ad with a sports star or a model, then you've ultra-processed water. You've added no nutrients. It's got 4, all the diet drinks have 4 green traffic lights. They've got 0 nutrition, but it's a way of getting people to drink more liquid for, the cost of these ingredients is virtually nil, especially if you can get rid of the sugar.
You said something, Chris. You said people will only drink water to thirst. That's a problem if you're a food company. Isn't it? That's a huge problem.
People only eat when they're hungry and only drink water to thirst. So if you can find a way of getting people to drink more liquid than they feel thirsty for and eat more food than they feel hungry for, that's the purpose of ultra-processing.
I do have one of these
oh my goodness,
diet drinks here.
Come on.
Just talk us through the ingredients there.
So this is if you can understand why this is not a healthy product, and this is not just diet
for the audio listeners. Let's explain what it is.
So this is diet. This is a diet cola. It happens to be Diet Coke, but this will do for any of them. It's got 4 green traffic lights. This is the healthiest thing you can buy on any shelf in any supermarket. Okay, this is incredibly healthy.
Go.
The ingredients, and it's got all this silver, writing, and it's beautiful, refreshing taste, no calories, no sugar. Okay, so let's look at it's a sparkling low-calorie soft drink with plant extracts with sweeteners. I mean, arguably...
Plant extract sounds wonderful.
Arguably, caffeine is a plant extract, and so is citric acid, although in neither case I suspect they come from plants. So let's look at the ingredients. Carbonated water, fine. Colour, caramel E150D. Now, caramel E150D has nothing to do with caramel on a creme brulee, right? It's an industrially manufactured colouring agent used by modifying carbs.
So why are they calling it that?
Well, they call it caramel 150D. I think it should just be called E150D.
What does a caramel do you think? When they put that on, it makes it...
It makes it sound like it's got to do with maybe something traditional confectionery, creme brulee.
And it's food.
Caramel, it's food. It sounds like food, yeah. Then we've got aspartame and acesulfame K. Now, aspartame has been... the WHO has said this does cause cancer. I'm not enormously worried about that evidence. I think there are lots of things that are carcinogenic if we cook food. But the evidence is good. It's just not a very strong effect. What's a much more concerning effect is that aspartame and acesulfame K, 2 non-nutritive sweeteners, seem to cause a lot of metabolic confusion. So we've had data building for, since 2014. Huge paper this summer in the journal Cell, which, if you're a molecular biologist like me, is the journal you want to publish stuff in. And it showed, previously, here was the theory, and I think you've probably been saying this for ages, and I was. If you put sweet taste on the tongue, you get this pre-absorptive insulin release. So you release a little bit of insulin that drops your blood sugar, and then you go looking for more sugar and you eat more French fries.
So your body's trying to help you.
This is the old way of thinking about the sweeteners, is the reason they seem to be causing harm is they drive you to get sugar in other places. Because we've been sure for quite a long time, they don't seem to lead to weight loss, which is weird. So the old theory was, by lowering your blood sugar, they made you go and eat more French fries. That was the old theory. What it seems now is that most of them put your blood sugar up. And no one's entirely sure why this happens. But it seems like the reason we have a taste detector in our mouth to detect sweetness is not just for fun, it's to prepare our body to receive sugar. When that sugar doesn't arrive, it causes a kind of physiological stress. It's a confusion because it's a mismatch between expectation and what actually arrives if you just put phosphoric acid into the gut. And it seems like this stress may be leading to a stress response which elevates blood sugar. No one's entirely sure. What we are increasingly sure about is that these, in the long term, do not seem superior to sugar very much. They don't seem to be much worse, but they don't seem to be any better than sugar when it comes to weight gain or metabolic health, like your risk of type 2 diabetes. They seem to elevate that over if you just drink water. So we've got these troubling non-nutritive sweeteners. Then we've got natural flavorings, caffeine flavoring, and then we've got phosphoric acid and citric acid. Both will dissolve your teeth. The phosphoric acid also leaches the minerals out of your bones and you pee out your own skeleton. Less of a problem for you and I, but if you're a woman and you're approaching menopause, you are at risk of osteoporosis, and so you are increasing that risk. So this is quite, I mean, I could probably do another half hour just on this product. There is nothing in this that has any benefit So it's symbolic of how we misunderstand healthy foods, how we think that we can just strip calories out, how we misunderstand human appetite, and how we don't have any way of, as a public, in terms of public health, talking about these acids.
That difference between expectation and reality for the body is really, really interesting. I was thinking about that this morning, Chris, that